Becca and Scooter join us from the Amarillo Zoo. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Yes,
and
thanks for having us.
Scooter, thank you so much for taking the trip.
That's right. He's doing good.
Yes. And so, okay, today is Earth Day.
Today is Earth Day.
What do you guys have going on at the zoo?
So we don't do anything in particular for Earth Day, but this weekend Thompson Park is holding a cleanup day, and you can register for that at Parks and Rec. It's important to register online so that we know how many people to expect out, and it's been hugely successful in the past. It's a great day to come out and help clean up the environment, make things great, make things nicer for our animal friends and things like that. So it's a good thing to do.
Super important and vital to the community, obviously.
Yes.
And you know, this critter, I want to talk about him a little bit. What can you tell us about him?
So this is Scooter. He's a Virginia opossum. They are native to our area. One thing that people have a misconception about is that they can make you or your animal sick, but their body temperature stays so low that they can't contract rabies, and they really just are helpers for our environment. So they like to clean up things like mice, bugs, ticks, flies, spiders, that sort of thing. They want to eat all that yucky stuff we don't want around our houses anyways.
Yes.
They can be a little bit scary at night. They are nocturnal animals, so they can look a little bit frightening if you catch one in your backyard, but they don't want to hurt you. They just want to get those things out of your yard that you don't want to have anyways. And so it's important to leave them alone and let them do their thing, and then you'll have less bugs for your barbecues.
Yeah, I think that makes Scooter the perfect, mascot for like an Earth Day, talking about conservation.
Yes.
Of course, we do our part picking up trash and everything, and so they do their part, eating little critters like ticks and flies and everything like that. So I'm always in support of anything that means less ticks and flies around, which is a good thing. And like you said, they don't have to worry about, people at home have to worry about, getting rabies from them, because they can't carry rabies, which is great for sure. So if people come out to the Amarillo Zoo, they want to meet somebody like Scooter and see the other critters that you have, around there. What do they need to know about coming to the zoo?
Well, it's important to remember that the zoo is the animal's home, and that's where they live.
Burrowing here, yeah.
So you wouldn't want to come in there and start like banging on the glass or knocking on the windows, screaming at the animals. You're going to scare them, and they're not going to like you because you're in their living room acting like that. And you wouldn't want me to come to your house and start banging on your doors or windows and yelling at you to look at me. You wouldn't like me very much if I did that, just like our animal friends don't like that very much. Just remember to, stay on your side of the fence. Don't climb over the fences. Don't mess with the animals. And coming out to the zoo is a great way to help on Earth Day or any day with our conservation efforts, just coming out to visit, and it helps us to help these animals.
Yeah, so Becca, I kind of want to talk a little bit about just your role at the zoo.
Right.
What about the zoo, do you really, really enjoy? I mean, obviously the fun animals.
Well, I love programs, education, getting to come out and talk to you guys about our animal friends and educate the community on what is safe and not safe, or what, how you don't have to necessarily be afraid of these guys. It's just fun to impart that knowledge onto the community, and I love throwing the events that we have. I love helping out over there, and so you guys come out and see us sometime.
Yes, no, we would love to. And so, Scooter here, he is 3. Can you kind of talk just a little bit about opossums in general? They don't have a long life expectancy.
So they tend to live to be about 2 or 3 years old in the wild, just because they aren't taken care of. At the zoo, Scooter gets fed really well, and they can live 3 to 5 years in captivity with us, but don't live quite as long in the wild.
Well, he's definitely very sweet for sure, and we can't really see it very well on camera right now, but talk a little bit about his tail, because he has got this kind of scaly looking tail, and it's got a lot of good uses,
So
right?
he does have this long prehensile tail. So, baby opossums can hang upside down from trees, but as they get big and chunky like Scooter, that's not really a good way for them to do, or they're too heavy. But they use their tail as kind of a fifth hand. It helps them to with their balance. It helps them to move around and grab things that they wouldn't normally be able to grab. So it's just an extra little thing for them to use.
Yes, and so like other animals at the zoo too, I mean, you guys have so many.
Yes.
A kangaroo, y'all just have.
We do, we have a couple kangaroos.
Yes,
yes.
Baby kangaroo, and then what else can the public, expect to see?
So we have lots of animals. We have black-handed spider monkeys, we have ring-tailed lemurs, we have Bactrian camel and a dromedary camel. We have donkeys. We have lions, bears, melanated jaguar, various reptiles and snakes in our herpetarium. Plenty of really cool birds to come out and check out. We have our goats. Did I say our pig? Lots of animals that are out there that you can come out and see. And we all would love to see y'all.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for bringing Scooter. I feel like we're delaying his nap time. I feel like he's just getting ready to lay down for a good nap. I mean, being nocturnal and all, this is pretty early for him to be up for sure. So thank you for bringing Scooter by, and of course, go check out the Amarillo Zoo. Like I said, great cleanup event happening in Thompson Park this weekend. And speaking of cleanup events, we're going to be visiting with Misty here in just a little bit, talking about Palo Duro Canyon, about some upcoming events and ways that you can help keep parks here in our area clean. So you don't want to miss that. Stay with us.